Hello guys. Well, I just got a pretty good game, so I wanted to put a video together and show you what I did on this one. It's mostly an offensive game. There's very few fancy maneuvers involved, but I figured out that uh, a good game shouldn't, when you don't make mistakes, you shouldn't actually have to do some fancy flying. So I think it's a pretty good, pretty solid example of how it should be done. We started on the runway like usual. As you can see, there's two Gs, two G2s, and I think that's an A5. That's the Japanese A5, and I'm in the A4 right here. We'll speed this up a bit because I'll be climbing for a while. As you can see, the match is about 31 minutes long. Well, let's get going. Well, as you can see, climbing as usual. And yeah, well, it seems like I'm just about the only guy that's actually going for altitude except this one. As you can see, going up, 2.5. Spot those guys. I'll put this to start with. Use it depending on the situation. Through the clouds. And I'll start slowing it down because there's going to be the first engagement soon. This point. So I spot 3 planes down there. Currently I don't know, obviously, who's who, but as you can see there's 2 friendlies for 1 enemy. Considering what I saw while climbing, I'm figuring out it's most probably something like that, because it's pretty far out from their base and pretty close in from ours. So, well, as you can see, I pivot, and then 4 dudes here, another one we saw down here. So, well, five people. You can also see there's one over here. I think this one's gonna be yeah, that's gonna be actually an enemy, but I don't remember spotting him. So, well, he's not gonna be part of my decision-making process. So, have a look around just to make sure we're not followed or anything. As you can see, nothing over there. Fine. Okay, so we're the highest guy, and we're also breaching through the clouds. So, all in all, it should be pretty safe. Spotting things as you're coming through clouds is pretty hard, honestly, because you lose the dot as you come under about 2.5k. So you see the black dot through the clouds, and as you're diving, eventually it disappears. So as you're breaching the cloud, you don't actually have the dot to focus on. So first thing I see is this trail. So you can see somebody's lost something or is on fire or something like that. So, and well, as you can see, this guy right now, 4.5k, we don't see him through the cloud. So the spotting through cloud is really spotty depending on distance and the size of target. So keep going. I have a vague idea where people normally are, but right now, oh, did you see it? So well, first of all, there's one dude here. There's one dude here. Those I see, but just in a frame just before this one, you're gonna see I'll turn around and there you go. So loads of people. 4 dudes, 5 dudes, 6 dudes. So considering where this one and this one are coming from, they're most probably friendlies. And as you can see, that's a 190 and that's a 109. And here actually you can see we have 3 friendlies and 3 enemies. This one I didn't see. So if we go back in the cockpit, that's the situation right now. So I'm really fast, 712, and as you can, we're not that far away. So I'll take that back off, and we'll keep on going. So this guy and the other one, normally if the fight would have been happened like a bit later, I would have possibly gone to investigate. Most probably him, maybe not the other one. But right now, since the match is young, there's very little chance that they're actually enemies. So we keep on going. As you can see, 3 dudes following. I'm heading for the IS guy, and then I start hearing something, and well, you saw him for a couple of frames, and I spotted him at the time. He is right over here, and I got the name tags passing under when he was passing under me because he was close enough, so I know it's a friendly. So, but yeah, like situational awareness and actually listening to what's going on is really important. You'll see it one of the kills later on, or is it one of the kills? Either one of the kills or one of the friendlies that I just spot by sound. Eventually you get used to it, but a good headset is necessary. So, well, okay, going for the IR guy. Most important part, you always go for the most dangerous dude. Also, this one is stalling pretty hard, so, you know, pretty easy shot. And this point, you know, fine. Wasn't the bestest of shot, but part of his tail is actually flying off, so he's not recovering from that. So pretty easy kill. You know, always go for the IS guy, and in those kinds of plane like the 190s, you just want to keep on going and climb back up, so that's what I'll be doing. So there we go. I check back. That's a friendly. And while he was just over here, we were close enough, so I had his name. And this this friendly also, I had his name, so I know I'm safe from the back right now. So go up, go up, go up. I see that one, friendly also. Everything's fine. And then, okay, follow the rounds. I know if we have a look at the map, I know that those flags, that flag is ours here. That flag is ours, and obviously the rest is theirs. So right now the flag is shooting at them. So it's going to be easy to use it to pinpoint targets. And so, okay, we'll keep on going up, following the flag. I'm just making sure that's a friendly. Diving down, I'm going for either this, wait a second. Right now I'm just diving back down, 2 dudes, going for this one, friendly, nope, no bueno. Go back up, and then I see this guy, that's an enemy. As you can see, not a friendly. So currently he's going, well, he's stalling right now, and I still have a lot of speed, so I'll loop around and follow his trail. You'll see I get a bit brash on the stick, and, well, oh no, this one actually gets shot down by a friendly, so no biggie. I don't go after the kill. So I follow down, looking behind me. That's enemy flak that you saw. And there, that's a friendly. So yeah, to begin with, it's actually pretty hard to figure out who's who, but eventually you get used to it. Also, obviously, we have this, like the name tags when we're under 800 meters. So I see this Corsair. Try and plant under him. Bad shots, and then I pull too hard, stall one wing. You really have to smash the controls on the other side when you stall a wing, else you end up just spinning the fuck around. So same thing here, I pick it back up real fast. It's going down. I give him some time to breathe, and I actually lose him here, which is pretty bad because he's right over here. It's right now it's pretty hard to see, but he followed like that, and yeah, I lost him pretty hard because of the wing stalling while I was inverted. So I keep on the loop, and well, I spot him. Right now I don't have a name tag on him. It's gonna appear in a second, and okay, now I know it's a friendly. And oh, actually I spot him back here, but yeah, if I hadn't tugged on the stick that hard, I actually wouldn't have lost him. So that's a small mistake. Going back up, and as you can see, he's trailing one of our friendlies, but he's gonna stall pretty hard, so that's a pretty easy shot. Under him, just on him. He's on fire, so that's good enough for me. So well, one of the friendlies actually try to get the kill, but at the end of the day, I get it. So, well, at this point, I'll take this off because this is what I'm seeing right now. And so, I'm going for this guy, okay? It's actually a friendly, but I don't know it. He's at 3.37. And I still see his wings. As you can see, if you focus real hard, you can see the small wings. So I know he's not that far away. And in that situation, if you keep on following him, if you start following, like you can see right now, he's keeping his shape because he's actually staying roughly at the same distance. So I know I'm trailing him, and the A4 is basically the fastest plane on this matchup, except that guy is actually an A5 if I remember right. So he's actually faster than me, so I'll trail him for a while thinking it's an enemy and not being sure. So I also see him, but both of those are actually friendlies, as you can see, and they're over enemy territories, so I'm not seeing flak, which is the reason why I'm actually going for them, because their airfield, the enemy airfield, is right over here, so normally you end up seeing flak when you come that close. So well, anyway, small mistakes I guess, but I really was expecting them to get shot at from this range. So we keep on going, and I start hearing a dude, and there it is. That's a 0. So well, we keep on going. That's fine. I feel safer with a friendly on my back, and I'm faster than him, so I'll actually get first shot if eventually I get in range. But as you can see, range is closing really slow. So well, this guy is full of friendlies. I decide to break off from this guy. I've been following him for way too long, so I go for him, and I still don't know it's a friendly. So I'm following, figuring it's gonna end up being a pretty easy kill. So if he actually keep on going like this, so he starts turning. So I'm figuring out, oh, that's an enemy for sure. But then I spot him, and nope, that's a friendly, and everybody's shooting at this guy. So I'm like, well, sure, okay, everybody's friendly, that's fine. And I really hate bomber at the moment. Like in higher tiers, B-17s just sponge up all the shots. So bloodlust gets the best of me, and I go roughly straight for that guy. He also takes way too many shots because he's a B-24. As you can see at this point, bang, 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 bang. Well, wings off. So okay, great. It's costed me a lot of ammo, but I got a kill, and well, as you can see, my left wing is pretty screwed right now. So I start heading back to base, figuring out I'll do a landing and repair and rearm. If I remember right, I'm sitting on about 200 cannon shells right now, which is about 30-35%. And well, I spot those guys. Well, those two guys actually. So check back just to make sure there's nothing. Also see this guy, but the dot is really small, so he's really far. And yeah, I'm kind of curious about these guys, but as you can see, the fleet is over here. So normally, if they were enemies, they'd be getting shot at. As soon as you break that mountain range, you actually start getting shot at by the AAAs. And actually, well, I start seeing fire, so it brings my attention to this dot right here. It's gonna end up being what is it again? One of the funky W bombers. So well, ME410 here. He tries a shot. I start going for him. I have some, some speed. I'm under him right now, but the Russians don't really have any good, or well, don't have any bombers with really dangerous back guns. Most of them are, have machine guns and everything, but you won't face like 6 or 8 machine guns like you will on American bombers. So I'm not that scared. It's not a B-24 or a B-17. So and I'm also shot. My left wing is pretty shot, so I'm like, well, worst come to worst, 4 kills. That's gonna be enough. So I track him through the clouds. Okay, you're gonna see him here. I don't know if YouTube is gonna actually show it, but it's 2 darker spots. So I'm blind firing some machine guns in it, not getting any hits, but yeah, I'm just focusing on, it's the props basically, it's the only part I see, and here I completely lose him, he just doesn't appear anymore. So I start diving down just a tad, and oh, there he goes, there he is. So, okay, I'm like, sure, I can take this, wobbly a bit because of the wing, but you know, start firing, a couple of hits, and then yeah, his right wing goes. So sure, fine, I'm happy about that, not getting hit in return, and well, as you can see, there's part of the tail that just floats there. So well, okay, I turn around and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 dudes. 5 if that one I probably didn't see at the time, but you know, 5 dudes and actually 6 here too. But they're all friendly. So well, I figured, you know, all of those guys, those 2 guys that I see, and this one that I probably didn't see at the time, they would be getting shot at, so fine, no enemies. This guy is also pretty close, he probably would be getting shot at too. So, no problem. This guy, ME410, if I had noticed him, I probably would have went defensive for him, but I probably didn't see him. So I started searching for, you know, the airfield. I'm actually like straight over it, so, well, there it is. Okay, fine. And, okay. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, roughly 5, 6, I suppose. That's probably a friendly too. Yeah. So everybody's friendly here, but, you know, I just don't want to try and land and actually get picked off on the runway, because that really pisses me off. So, well, normally the closer target, the points are bigger, but obviously, depending on your screen, like, it's going to be 1 pixel or 4 pixel or, you know, bigger. So I decided to go for this guy. If I remember right, it's actually a friendly, but, you know, I don't know. So I'm exercising caution here, and nobody's shooting at him, but you know. So yeah, I track him for a while, follow on through. As you can see, he's just a tad too far for me to actually spot him. But yeah, I wonder a lot about that sound. As you can see, I'm looking around. It's actually a downed plane, the Tu-2 that I killed earlier. You'll hear him when I'm going to land, actually. So well, I eventually decide to break off, keep an eye on him, but you know, he's far away and I just can't catch him, so, you know, no arms. Track him a bit again. And then we go down to land. I'll skip that part because, you know, woo! Barrel rolling and everything. Landing. Sure, taking off. Okay, so at this point in the flight I actually asked people, like, you know, where are you? What are you doing? And on the map, 1 dude pings here and 1 dude pings here. So I decided to head for the first one. And I spot these guys. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 dudes around there. So right now I don't know Uzu. But I see that guy, so I'm thinking, yeah, well, looking at the tracer, when it's green and red, normally it's German, so I swing up, and I wait, 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 and I wait. He's shooting at something, and there he is. That's the dude he's shooting at. So going up, turn around, keep an eye on him. It's over here. As you can see, he's trailing water. It's gonna be a pretty easy kill. I figured he probably spotted me when I went up, but you know, sometimes everybody misses some, you know, obvious stuff, or you're looking elsewhere or whatever. Or maybe he's just thinking like, yeah, I'll go for the kill, and no matter what, if I can kill him, you know, I can die in peace afterward. He might be pretty hurt right now. So he dives down a tad. I'm pretty sure he's just breaking out from the attack, but eventually I'm gonna start. He still hasn't spotted me, because the moment I fire and actually get some hits, he starts maneuvering like now, which is way too late. I make sure he goes down. There you go. So okay, now at this point, the teams are looking like this. And well, I'm on 5 kills, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes, and we have like 5 dudes. So okay, not that bad. I'm figuring out people are probably engaged, so I ask again, and one dude put a point on the map here, and I don't think I saw it the first time around, but this time I saw it. You can see the fire, the fire right here. So I started heading that way. I'm gonna speed it up a bit. And when I pass over the mountains, I asked the dude to put smoke on, and you'll see him in a second. See, so there's the smoke. I don't see him right now, actually. As you can see, I'm still panning, but then I spot him, and okay, 1 dude, 2 dudes. So I asked the friendly to put on smoke, so I know it's that guy, and so the enemy is this one. It's gonna be a Yak 3 actually, so we'll push it forward a bit. He's turning in. I'm really fast right now compared to them. They've been turning around for a while, so I try and pull lead on the Yak 3, and nah, it's not a good deal. Go up. So I go straight up. He's pulling really hard, as you can see. He's contrailing his wing. He's pushing wingtip vortices, and the friendly crash. So well, I tracked the Yak. He probably didn't see me either. Some bad shots. I hit him a couple of times. And then there you go. So another dude down. We're on 6 kills. I'm looking around, and I'm gonna get lucky actually spotting something. I spot this guy, and I figure out it's most probably an enemy, but not sure yet. And he's under me first of all, and he's also slow. But you see those tracers. Here, there's a dude just here, and they're gonna fire again. I think I spot them, and they start shooting. So I know something's going on. There's actually 3 or 4 dudes there actually. But first and foremost, when you see a fight, normally what I do is I'll try and spot one target, and I'll just head for him. So you don't have to track 4 different planes. So right now I'm tracking this guy. Actually, the fight is happening here, but I know this guy knows where the other ones are, and that's when I said, like, the sound. This guy, I heard him. I was pretty sure it was an enemy, but when I turned around, it was a friendly, so good deal. And, well, I'm looking for the enemy, and there, tracer fire. So, red tracers, Russian, enemy, great. There he is. Red tracer Russian, red tracer American, sorry. Some bad shots, and then a pretty good cannon shot. There he goes, P63. So we go back up. That's great and dandy, pretty easy. And I spot him, pretty sure it's an enemy actually, because he's gray, so I dive back on him. Friendly? No, fine. We keep on going. As you can see, everybody's really far. There's only 1 dude left on their team, and I'm like, yeah, sure, we're gonna have to search for him for a while. But actually, it's the dude I saw on the side of the ridge here earlier. You're gonna see eventually. Searching for him. I spot the friendlies on the runway actually here. I actually thought there were 3 dudes there, so I was expecting to engage the enemy 1v1, and there we go, 2 targets. So when you're following 2 targets, either go for the higher one, or well, the one with the most energy. So I'm going, or the one that's aggressing. So right now I'm going for this guy, but actually look at the tracers, green, and green tracers are German. Normally, some of the G series are gonna have like multicolored, like green and red tracers. And there we go. That's the enemy. So I go after him. If I remember it, I'll stall it once. Yeah, right there. So just take it slow with planes. Even more so the planes with high wing loadings. So the really fast planes with like bad climb rates, normally you end up with a pretty high wing loading, and you can't turn that well, and when they turn they really go haywire. So, well, catch him on fire. That's 8 kills. Actually, his fire turns off. Well, he extinguished the fire, so I go for another run, but he crashes. Whoosh! So well, that's what an 8 kill game looks like, and as I said on this one, nothing really fancy, some, simple energy conservation techniques. Basically, if you have a lot of speed and you need to turn, don't turn, go up, because basically you end up pushing a lot less on the stick, so you have to move your momentum to change your momentum much less than you have doing a tight turn at high speed, so you basically store your energy, and as you approach the peak of your climb, basically you find your targets, and since you're normally pretty slow, you can maneuver, you can roll your plane to adjust your descent, and then dive down to get on the six of your enemy. So you keep your energy, and you end up not needing as much turn. You end up wasting less energy turning by going up and then over. So yeah, just some quick energy deals and spotting stuff. It's by far the trickiest part of the game. Is it's spotting stuff in time and staying situationally aware. So, but you can ease up that part by quite a bit by staying high and fast, because obviously you don't have to react as quickly to changing circumstances when you're actually fast and high and over your enemy. So you keep most of the cards close to in your hands instead of just go rolling with the punches. So well, I hope it was fun, and have a good night.